Welcome back, tennis fans, to another massive deep dive. We are right in the heart of the North American hardcourt swing. The summer heat is absolutely blistering, and with the final Grand Slam of the season just around the corner, the stakes could hardly be higher. Before the tennis world turns its attention to New York, all eyes are locked on the Lindner Family Tennis Center for the 2026 Cincinnati Open. This tournament is the ultimate proving ground, a place where champions establish themselves, confidence reaches another level, and weaknesses are exposed under the brightest spotlight. And today, we are breaking down a round of 32 clash that has everything a tennis fan could want: explosive shot making, contrasting styles, psychological intrigue, and enormous stakes. It is the number 9 seed, American powerhouse Amanda Anisimova, going head-to-head with the number 17 seed and history-making Filipino sensation Alex Eala. On one side of the net stands Anisimova, a player who has completed one of the most impressive career renaissances in modern women's tennis. She enters Cincinnati as a top 10 player and has already reached a career-high ranking of world number 3. A 2-time Grand Slam finalist, she has developed into one of the most dangerous offensive players on the WTA Tour, combining fearless baseline aggression with devastating timing and power. When Anisimova finds her rhythm, she can overwhelm even the best defenders in the world, taking the ball early and turning neutral rallies into attacking opportunities within seconds. On the other side stands Alex Eala, one of the most exciting young stars in the sport and a trailblazer for Philippine tennis. At just 21 years old, Eala has rewritten the record books, becoming the highest-ranked Filipino tennis player in history and reaching a career-high world number 20. Her game is built around a lethal left-handed forehand, exceptional movement, intelligent point construction, and a competitive mentality that has allowed her to challenge some of the biggest names on tour. Her development through the Rafa Nadal Academy has helped transform her into a remarkably complete player, capable of defending relentlessly before suddenly switching gears and attacking with precision. And what makes this Cincinnati showdown even more fascinating is the fact that these two stars have never faced each other on the professional tour. There is no head-to-head record, no previous battle to study, and no established tactical blueprint either player can rely on. For the first time, Anisimova and Eala will have to discover in real time how their games match up under the pressure of a WTA 1000 event. It is a classic clash of styles. Anisimova's flat, explosive power against Eala's heavy topspin, movement, variety, and tactical intelligence. And with the US Open rapidly approaching, neither player can afford to treat this as just another match. This is a statement opportunity, and whoever controls the first exchanges could take a huge step toward proving they are ready for something much bigger in New York. There is no head-to-head history to rely on, no previous scar tissue, and no established tactical blueprint either player can pull from a past encounter. They are stepping onto the Cincinnati hard court with no real understanding of how the other's ball will feel in a live match situation. It is the classic clash of styles. The pure, flat, unadulterated power of the American right-hander against the crafty, heavily topspun, surgically precise left-handed game of the rising Filipino star. For Amanda Anisimova, playing on home soil in the United States brings an added layer of expectation, but it also provides an undeniable surge of energy from the crowd. She knows a deep run in Ohio could be the perfect springboard into the US Open. She wants to establish dominance early, lay down a marker to the rest of the locker room, and show that her hardcourt game is fully tuned and ready for a championship run. For Alex Eala, meanwhile, this is a golden opportunity. Taking down a top 10 player like Anisimova on a fast American hard court would be a massive statement victory. It would validate Eala's recent surge into the top 20 and send a clear message that she possesses both the firepower and defensive resilience required to compete with the biggest hitters on tour. The atmosphere in Cincinnati is always electric, but when you have a first-time matchup of this caliber, featuring two players representing the elite of the current WTA landscape, the anticipation reaches another level. We are going to see a battle for court position, a tug-of-war for baseline supremacy, and a fascinating chess match between Anisimova's brute force and Eala's calculated point construction. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and settle in, because we are about to leave no stone unturned. We are going to break down the mechanics, mentality, statistics, and strategic pathways to victory for both of these incredible athletes. This is your ultimate preview for Amanda Anisimova versus Alex Eala at the 2026 Cincinnati Open. And to understand just how dangerous this matchup could become, we first have to put Amanda Anisimova's current form into perspective, because what she has accomplished over the last 2 years is nothing short of extraordinary. We all remember her as the teenage prodigy who stormed into the French Open semifinals back in 2019. Even then, the talent was obvious. The effortless power, the incredible timing, and the ability to strike the ball with devastating force from seemingly neutral positions were all there. The timing, the ability to strike the ball with devastating force from seemingly neutral positions, it was all there. But the journey from that teenage breakthrough to where Amanda Anisimova stands today in August 2026 has been anything but straightforward. It has been a winding road filled with immense challenges, personal growth, setbacks, and ultimately, a triumphant return to the upper echelon of the sport. The 2025 season became the defining turning point. Anisimova evolved from being a dangerous floater in the draw into a legitimate week-in, week-out contender for the biggest titles on tour. Reaching the finals of both Wimbledon and the US Open in 2025 demonstrated a new level of mental fortitude and physical resilience that had sometimes been missing earlier in her career. She backed that up with major WTA 1000 titles in Doha and Beijing, ultimately reaching a career-high ranking of world number 3 at the beginning of 2026. When you watch her game today, everything starts with her extraordinary ball striking. Anisimova produces one of the flattest and heaviest balls on the WTA Tour. Her two-handed backhand, in particular, is a weapon of mass destruction. She takes the ball incredibly early, steals time from her opponents, and can redirect down the line with such speed and precision that the shot can be almost impossible to read. On the fast Cincinnati hard courts, where the ball can skid through the surface and stay relatively low, those flat trajectories become even more dangerous. But this version of Anisimova is no longer simply about raw power. She has significantly improved her point construction and her willingness to transition forward. She is attacking second serves with ruthless efficiency, while her return game consistently puts enormous pressure on opponents from the opening ball. If there is a vulnerability in Anisimova's armor, it can sometimes appear when she is forced into extended defensive exchanges or when her timing slips, leading to an increase in unforced errors. But when she is fully dialed in, she has the ability to make even elite opponents feel as though they simply cannot keep the ball on the court against her. Now, let's turn our attention to the remarkable trajectory of Alex Eala. At just 21 years old, she has been carrying the hopes of an entire nation on her shoulders, and she has responded in spectacular fashion. Breaking into the top 30 in 2025 was already a historic milestone, but consolidating that position and climbing all the way to world number 20 in 2026 has proven that she is not simply enjoying a temporary breakthrough. She is here to stay. Her progression has been methodical, disciplined, and heavily influenced by her development at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca. With guidance from experienced coaches and mentors, Eala has built a game based on heavy topspin, tactical intelligence, exceptional movement, and an unwavering competitive spirit. She has evolved from an exciting young prospect into a player who now believes she belongs on the biggest stages against the biggest names in tennis. As a left-hander, Eala naturally possesses a geometric advantage that makes her a particularly tricky opponent. Her forehand is the centerpiece of her game. She generates tremendous topspin, allowing her to clear the net with significant margin while still driving the ball down aggressively toward the baseline. That heavy spin can push opponents deep behind the court and force them to make contact outside their preferred strike zone, often around shoulder height. Against a player like Anisimova, who prefers receiving the ball around her ideal hitting zone so she can flatten it out and attack, Eala's looping, heavy forehand could become one of her most important disruptive weapons. Eala's two-handed backhand is equally dependable. She can absorb tremendous pace, redirect the ball with control, and use sharp angles to pull opponents away from the center of the court. Another major development in Eala's game during 2026 has been her return of serve. She reads the server's motion well, anticipates direction, and has become increasingly effective at using an opponent's pace against them. But there is one area that still deserves serious attention: her serve. Although it has improved considerably, it remains one of the more vulnerable parts of her game. It does not always produce the free points or disguise that she needs against elite returners, and if Eala wants to make the final jump into the top 10, developing more variety and consistency on serve could be crucial. Against an aggressive returner like Anisimova, Eala's first serve percentage could become one of the defining statistics of the match. If she gives Anisimova too many comfortable second serves, the American will have every opportunity to step inside the baseline and attack immediately. That brings us to the tactical dynamic of this fascinating first-time encounter. This match is a textbook clash of contrasting philosophies. Anisimova wants to keep points short. Her ideal pattern is a strong serve, an aggressive return, an early ball, and a winner within the first few shots of the rally. She will attempt to suffocate Eala with pace, keeping her ground strokes flat and penetrating so Eala does not have enough time to establish her heavy topspin patterns. Eala, on the other hand, wants to extend the rallies and turn the contest into a physical and mental battle. Her objective will be to use her left-handed serve, particularly the wide delivery on the ad side, to pull Anisimova away from the court and create space for her heavy forehand to attack the open court. But depth will be absolutely critical. Eala cannot afford to leave short balls in the middle of the court, because that is exactly where Anisimova wants them. Give the American a short, comfortable ball, and she can step forward, take it early, and turn defense into offense in a matter of seconds. For Eala, the mission is simple: keep the ball deep, change the height and spin, move Anisimova around, and make her hit one more shot than she wants to hit. Court positioning could ultimately dictate the winner. Watch the players' feet during the baseline exchanges, because their position on the court will reveal who is truly controlling the match. If Anisimova is standing directly on the baseline or consistently stepping inside it, that is a clear sign she is dictating the tempo and forcing Eala into defensive positions. But if Eala can use her depth, height, and heavy topspin to push Anisimova 3 or 4 feet behind the baseline, she can begin to neutralize the American's power and force her into a more grinding style that does not naturally suit her aggressive instincts. Eala could also benefit from using the drop shot at the right moments. Because Anisimova loves taking the ball early and naturally leans forward into the court, a well-disguised drop shot could catch her off guard and force her to move forward on Eala's terms rather than her own. Mentally, both players have already proven themselves on the biggest stages, but their psychological situations entering this match are very different. Anisimova has the experience of Grand Slam finals and WTA 1000 titles, so she knows how to handle the pressure of being the higher-ranked player and a home favorite. Eala, however, brings a different kind of mentality. She has already achieved so many historic firsts that she often plays with a fearless freedom, as though she has nothing to lose. Her competitiveness is one of her greatest weapons. She fights for every point and rarely gives opponents anything for free, which can become incredibly frustrating for an aggressive player who feels like she is hitting quality shots only to watch the ball come back again and again. That raises another crucial question. If Anisimova starts accumulating unforced errors, how will she respond? Will she slow down, increase her margin, and play safer tennis? Or will she try to hit even harder and potentially compound the problem? That psychological battle could be just as important as the physical one. Then there are the Cincinnati conditions. The hard courts generally reward aggressive, early ball striking, which gives Anisimova a natural advantage. The ball can skid through the court, making it easier for flat hitters to take time away from their opponents. But the summer heat and humidity can also turn a match into a physical war. If this contest reaches a deciding third set, Eala's conditioning, movement, and ability to keep competing through long rallies could become a major factor. She has built the physical foundation to chase down balls, absorb pressure, and continue fighting deep into matches, exactly the kind of qualities that could become decisive if this first-time encounter turns into a marathon. Anisimova will want to execute efficiently and avoid getting dragged into a long, physically demanding marathon. Looking at their 2026 profiles, the margins appear incredibly small. Both players have produced strong win rates this season, highlighting just how consistently they have performed. But beneath those numbers are some fascinating contrasts. Anisimova's hardcourt profile is built around her ability to win the most important points, particularly when breakpoint opportunities arise. When the pressure increases, she trusts her biggest weapons and looks to end points on her own terms. Eala, meanwhile, has shown remarkable resilience when matches go the distance. Her strong record in deciding sets reflects her mental stamina, physical conditioning, and ability to make tactical adjustments when a match becomes complicated. If this contest